The storm slammed Santa Fe hard, causing accidents and forcing schools, state government, even the legislature to let out early. It also made for a snowy Albuquerque morning and what could be a snowy night. We have live team coverage with Emily Younger up north and Kayla Ayers in the foothills. We start with Emily, who's been in the middle of the snowstorm all day.
Yeah, Kim, the snow isn't coming down here nearly as hard as it was earlier this afternoon, but the road conditions are still pretty bad. Take a look here. You know, there's several inches of still fresh powder here on the ground, and more is expected. Today, DOT crews were out in full force, putting down salt and cinder and plowing snow-packed roads. We rode along with them as 8 plows worked to clear Highway 285 just north of Santa Fe. You can see here the deep snow flying through the air. All of that powder combined with cold temps caused a lot of accidents too. A FedEx truck flew off the road on northbound I-25. A van slid off the road and took out a light pole and wire fence on 599. There was also a rollover accident on Highway 84.
It was treacherous. I came from El Dorado, that's where I live. So it was, you know, a good thing I have a 4-wheel drive truck, but it was coming down.
Now, Santa Fe police say they've worked about 26 weather-related accidents. State police about 7. Part of it, Highway 84 and 599, were both closed off earlier today. They both have reopened. Kim, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Emily. Now, the storm still has more to offer. Here's meteorologist Mark Ronchetti.
Yeah, you're right about that, Kim. Sorry, we're just looking at some weather information right here. And here's a look at what we've got around the Raton Pass area. This is one of the real concern areas we have right now because we still have snow up in this portion of the state. And we're going to, remember, we're getting kind of a lull in the overall coverage of the snow right now. That's going to change later on tonight. We're going to see more. But here's the thing. We got more warm air coming in, too. So this is not the kind of situation where more areas of the state will be towed under and have to deal with bad weather. What we're going to end up with here is the mountain sections will continue to get worse, while valley sections slowly will improve over time into tomorrow. Here's a look at what's going on. We have winter weather advisories up around Farmington, Northwest Plateau, Durango, and the San Juans. Meanwhile, metro area, nothing going on here for the rest of the night, at least for now, because temperatures are going to rise enough. It's not that we're not going to see more precip or more snow, but because temps will be warm enough, we're not likely to accumulate a lot more. Meanwhile, out to the East Mountains, we're still under winter storm warnings and winter weather advisories around places a little farther to the east. But you can see a little bit of break in the action here this afternoon. However, as you can tell, back down across the southwest, more rounds of rain are sliding through, and those are headed into central New Mexico. Details coming up in your full forecast.
It even snowed in Albuquerque this morning, and people are bracing for more. News 13's Kayla Ayers is in the foothills with the latest.
Okay, I'm here in the foothills. Snow still blankets the open spaces, and the mountains are hardly visible because of the clouds. Now, heavy, wet snow fell for hours this morning, sticking mostly to the trees and grass on the west side. Rio Rancho got about 2 inches of snow. APS canceled classes for its East Mountain schools in anticipation of snowfall, but our crews aren't seeing that much snow out there right now. Today's cancellation means they're out of snow days. The commute along I-40 seemed pretty easy as drivers went through the snow. Back in Albuquerque, road crews have been out patrolling the roads for problem areas, but they tell us it was so warm earlier this week, the snow hasn't had much of an impact on the streets. Drivers tell us, though, they'll be keeping a close eye on the skies tonight.
If the snow moves back in like they say it's supposed to, because I guess it's supposed to snow till like 11 o'clock tomorrow, something like that. So yeah, it could prove to be interesting. But I got 4-wheel drive, so.
Now, road crews will be out patrolling throughout the night because we are expected to get some snow tonight. Our crews will also be out, and we'll keep you updated.